a friend of the show, you know by now that official meteorological winter is December, January, February.
Okay.
But I've argued that in Maine, it doesn't necessarily do justice to the depth and the
experience
right. of the season. So I like to go November 1st through May 1st.
Okay.
That's fair.
So we're into the next season.
So we're done.
Okay.
So I want to show you the stats now that we're done. And actually, this season ended up similar to our meteorological season, which is we ended up in 4th warmest in Portland with an average temperature almost 36 degrees. You can see they're pretty close at the top there. That's typically how yearly records get. So we were top 5 warmest there. Let's go to Bangor, and we're going to find a similar pattern there. Top 3 warmest in Bangor, November 1st through May 1st, which I believe was the same that it was for December, January, February. And then in Caribou, they were, 4th warmest there. So all top 5 warmest winters, but that's only part of the story in winter. Let's go to our snowfall graphic if we can. And so our snowfall was pretty average. You know, we ended up, we did it in a weird way in a lot of situations, but we ended up about average. You know, Portland was a little short, and Caribou was a little bit above average. And this is one of the things I've talked about before, where I think, you know, going forward when we talk about our climate warming, I think the best stat is going to be how long we can keep snow on the ground.
Because that didn't really happen a lot this year.
Yeah, and like we had another winter like this a few years ago where we got an average amount of snow, but the amount of time we had snow on the ground was quite low, and that has to do with that other stat, which is your top 5 warmest. Sure. And so we live in a latitude in which you can have a way above average winter temperature-wise and still get plenty of snow.
Yeah.
You know, if your average temperature is 36, it's pretty easy to get snow at that temperature. So I thought it was interesting that this year it didn't really change in the shoulder seasons. And I'm thinking about if in a place like Portland it makes sense to stop at April 15th.
Yeah, we're starting to see that progression, right?
Like Caribou for sure.
Yeah, inland, I remember the storm we got right when the pandemic started, like May 8th.
That was into May. Yeah, it was definitely like the first week of May.
Throws off the average.
So I'll be done with winter May 8th.
Yes.
Fair enough.
That's your date now.
That's it, yes. Okay, so we keep pushing it back. So we can kind of put a lid on it, and anything else we see, of course, is just going to be, you know, novelty, if anything.
Thanks for breaking it down. All right.